Hey everybody, just want to let you know something once again. Just like, previous videos that's been re-uploaded, this is also a re-upload. This one actually was first uploaded March 31st, 2023, and then which was on Miracle Comics, and on Miracle Universe it was re-uploaded 2024. So, yeah, so like I say, we're adding it here. Reason why we're adding this one here, because of the last video that Casey and I did of how we met and everything. So I figured this would be a good addition. Duly note, it's of a royal talk, and I wasn't going to add any of the royal talk videos, but I'm making an exception with this one because of the fact of me and Case there and all that kind of connect with again the video we did of how we met and everything. So I figured this would be a good little add-on. So yeah, pre-recorded from 2023 and came again in 2024. So obviously there's going to be some things mentioned that from that were going on back then that are different from what's going on now. But who knows? Some of the stuff mentioned in this video may possibly surface for the future. You never know. But anyway, enjoy. What's going on, everybody here at YouTube and everybody else who's watching? I don't know why I don't just say that, but it's King Gabe, and today, all the way from Disney World,
on vacation.
Got my sister Casey.
Hey guys.
Yep, this look as a guest review, which kind of announced that before or a little bit earlier in a video I posted, but yep, guest reviewer for the special Bumblebee. All about the bee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's to say the one that people say saved the live action Transformer franchise. Yeah.
Oh,
Now I gotta say, one thing I gotta say before we go into this, I think it was a video earlier, I stated I didn't sound like I was too excited about the live action Transformers. Honestly speaking, when I first saw it, I was. I even had got the 3-pack of the first 3 movies, and I was really into that. What kind of turned me off of it until now, and now it's like, okay, I really didn't hate it. It was the 4th and 5th movie, because I did not like the story in the 4th one because of the hunting down the Autobots, and then 5th one, I didn't know what they were doing. So thank Bumblebee for getting.
I have to catch up on the movie, so.
I don't know if you wait. Have you seen the 4th and 5th one?
I'm working on the last 2 right now. I was gonna see the 5th one, the newest one, in the movie theater, but I've had a lot of complications with health issues, so it's been hard. But I've been meaning to see it because I want to review it like you do, and you also enjoy it. So.
Yep. Well, I put it this way, I don't know, maybe you might have a different opinion on the 4th and 5th one. You never know. Cause the 4th one I would say had a good story. I just didn't like the story. Now some of you probably might like the story. The 5th one, if any of y'all could find a story out of it, I give all power to you, because I really did try to like the 5th one. I just was like, let me watch it for the heck of it. I literally gave up halfway through the 5th one. It was just kind of lost me there. Yeah, but
Parts of the movie just got to you, and some of the details in it.
Yeah, it just was so confusing. I mean, I know they were trying to find like the quintessence staff, and Unicorn was in the Earth and all that, but yeah, it was just so much all in there. You know how like Spider-Man 3 had a lot of plots there, which I mean you could follow it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like it's like that, but imagine you add even more plot to it.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, it's because it was trying to follow it there, but Bumblebee, you pulled me back in to realize, hey Gabe, you enjoy it. you enjoyed live action Transformers before I came along. Come back over here. It's like we'll get you right. So Bumblebee got me back in. Thanks to be.
That movie I actually liked a lot. It's made me want to watch it again because I remember now looking at it and seeing a lot of the details of it from the Transformers series and relating all of it, like with all the different characters and how Bumblebee reacted to stuff and how he preceded himself in personality and helping out others, but also showing a person in the film who he was.
Yep. Yeah, he did do that there, and one thing I kind of like. I know, I was probably in this group too. Even when I liked it, like why couldn't they fix Bumblebee's voice? But after seeing this movie, you know, I kind of like. I'm gonna call him Bumblebee Pikachu. That's what I'm gonna call him. He's Pikachu of the Transformers. Bumblebee. But it's cute though. I actually got he's gotten used to, I've gotten used to that. You know, I'm like, okay, this is Bumblebee of this universe. Okay, I'll take it. You know, it's just
especially in his car form. That's adorable.
Yeah, the Volkswagen. Yeah, I was glad to see how that looked live action. That just sort of.
Yeah, I mean, the combination of him as that car and the adorableness, and then you got the girl learning about that, and at the same time wondering why is a car like this here.
And I liked how they. I like how they wrote her character. Like I said, I actually, and yes, I will probably do a Transformer review. I know I keep going into the Transformer, but I actually have nothing against Sam's character because I actually called him Peter Parker when I first saw his movie, because I thought of Tobey Maguire, but. I do notice what people say when they say Charlie seems like, you know, she's is written better. The way I look at it, I guess I can see why people say she's better, but they're kind of their own thing because Sam has a different upbringing than Charlie does. 'Cause, you know, Charlie's got loss in her family. Sam doesn't really have that. So, yeah, I mean, you couldn't really write him like her. So, yeah, but...
Oh, yeah, you couldn't.
But he did, he was, yeah, when Optimus died, really played, because it really kind of made a Mufasa Simba vibe there. But, yeah, with Bumblebee, like, okay, well, y'all gonna get on Bumblebee now. Okay. Okay, with Bumblebee.
Man, I like Charlie and her personality, to be honest.
It's kind of
I guess in a way, I can relate to her. Like, I guess it's the personality, but because of just similarities of how I act and how she acts. But at the same time, I see certain things about her that are different. Mm-hmm. I know I haven't reviewed with him too long on and off, but I've been wanting to review with Gabriel here, Gabe, a lot more in the future. Hopefully you'll see me more, guys.
Yeah.
But for now, I am Casey, I am his sister, and I love so far of what we're reviewing. So, let's get back into reviewing Bumblebee here.
Alright. Yep. Well, so for one thing, the movie starts out on Cybertron. Of course, you get to have the big battle. They all going at it. They sort of it's sort of have you ever watched War for Cybertron trilogy on Netflix?
It's been a while. I think I watched it once, but it's been years.
Oh.
Like since I watched it. I'm more towards the movies. It's just with me and Transformers, I'm more of the movie style.
Okay, I see what you.
Ones.
Okay.
But when it was on, yeah, I did watch it. My brother got me into it, so.
Okay.
And yes, I did watch it.
Okay. Well, reason I mentioned about that because when you see that opening scene, War for Cybertron, it's because they got like the Autobots. They're fighting and holding themselves up, but you can tell that this is not an easy fight for them, and it's sort of like that's kind of what War for Cybertron kind of had going.
I remember that.
It was like they were trying to survive. And the Decepticons were sort of like dictators almost. Yeah, and but it's pretty much kind of similar to that. Like almost like they showed, almost like last time on War for Cybertron. And so they go in and you see Optimus, and you get to hear Bumblebee's voice, of course, which kind of makes him an Optimus like Batman and Robin. Holy Cyber Circus Optimus. And while we don't see Megatron, I don't know what they're gonna do with him later, but we get some good designs from the ones they do show. Like Soundwave, he looks the way he's supposed to look.
Oh yeah.
Decepticons attack. Even Starscream. I'm just gonna and I'm just gonna say this. I can say a lot of good stuff from them first 3 Transformers, but Starscream did not look good in those 3 movies. He looked better in Bumblebee, because I don't know what they were doing with those 3. They had his arms out too wide.
I agree. He was better in Bumblebee than most of the other movies.
Because them other movies, he had his.
Now it's freaking me out to watch these movies.
Some people pointed like his arms were like way out, like he had the. I am Starscream, Megatron. I'm gonna get. It's like, dude, can you bring his arms in more? Just saying, I don't mind him being designed different, but just bring his arms normal. Like that's all. Just work on the arms. But they did here. And let's just say of course the Autobots have to retreat, and they all have to scatter. This is what leads them to coming to Earth. Now, one big difference from the G1 cartoon, which is not a bad thing, because, and I've accepted different stories, because I've seen so many different Transformer versions after Beast Wars and all that. The original G1, it was, we gotta go for Energon. Energon, stop him. And it was by every episode they try to get the others Energon cubes. This one, it was just pretty much just your they just kind of kept it basic and made it more epic with the war. And that was, so that actually they actually made that work, and that's pretty impressive. And with Bumblebee coming to Earth, of course, here you go. Meets up with your boy John Cena, who's been doing a lot of stuff with Nickelodeon. Now they picked him for this movie.
Oh yeah.
Which, like I say, he actually did a good job in this movie. I actually just watched somebody react to Bumblebee. They had never seen John Cena in a movie before. This was their first movie, and they were impressed with John Cena.
Wow.
He's just one movie. So John Cena, you impressed somebody with one movie. Good job, man.
Good job, girl.
And he had a good sense of humor too on the field, yeah. Cause
Oh yeah.
oh, and then of course, like I say, Bumblebee arrives. He's not there to hurt nobody, but of course the Decepticons ain't gonna make that easy for him.
Oh no.
And one question: the first Decepticon that attacked Bumblebee, that said, "Did you think you could hide?" Did you think that was? Did you know who that was? The plane, the first Decepticon that attacked Bumblebee on Earth.
I don't think so.
He was sort of like a red and white plane.
I think so.
I think the camera just went out there.
Yeah, sorry. I was checking something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Please stand by.
Sorry. Technical difficulties.
I gotta put one of them, put them test bars up.
Sorry about that.
Be-
I don't think so. Thought I could check something. No, I didn't know. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you know?
they say. Well, I do know. I was just trying to see if maybe you had.
No.
Yeah, but his name is actually Thrust, but because of the red and white paint scheme, people thought that was Starscream in the trailers.
Now you think about it, yeah.
Because I mean, this color scheme, what kind of threw a lot of people off there, but yeah. So Thrust, of course, shows up, and also duly note, I actually had that Transformer once in a different color scheme, and yeah, he was way too complicated to transform in the toy of him. Yeah, the movie he was good, but the toy was way too complex for me. Yeah, it's like so yeah, and this is how Bumblebee loses his voice fighting with him, and Bumblebee got some good fight moves. First person came to my mind when I saw Bumblebee fight was Black Widow.
Oh yeah, now that you mention that.
Because he was, because you think about, like, he's small, this guy's big, so yeah, it's just, that's kind of how Black Widow had to take down big guys.
Yeah.
And then, and I don't know if you ever heard somebody say this, but I never heard it either, but.
1 second.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue. I apologize on my end. I'm just having a little technical issues. Don't worry.
Okay. But that's the first time I've heard about this, but it's a review, Double Toast's review. Corey said that he had went to the movie theater to see this movie, and there was a guy in there all by himself, and he said whenever Bumblebee came on the screen, he said, "Bumblebee Rumble." He's like, that's the first time I've heard that term.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry. I was trying to check something. I apologize.
All right. So.
I have to find it here now.
So.
Trying to find something. Anyway.
So, of course, this is how Bumblebee loses his voice, because he's like, "I'll never talk."
I remember now about that part.
Is that right? Let's make it official. Yeah, that guy had saying, of course, but Bumblebee does get out of it by blowing him up with his rocket right before he passes out there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we cut to Charlie. And you said Charlie kind of reminded you of yourself there?
Yeah, in some ways, she did.
That's the same thing Christina said watching this.
Yes, she did in some ways. Similar to her personality did.
That was the same thing Christina thought when she watched it. She was like, it's like Casey.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So of course, we see a little bit about her. She Of course, you know, we get early on that Dad is no longer there, and of course, Mama has a boyfriend. Yeah, and the boyfriend, he's actually a good guy. He's a good guy. Sometimes he may not make the best choice, but his heart is in the right place. Because I mean, you gotta consider, you know, he's new in this family. He's trying to figure things out here, so you gotta give him credit for his effort.
And he's trying to do his best on things, but of course there are faults on him.
Right.
And of course, people have to make the reviews, like he's reviewing. You see the faults in him, you know, and in a way, can't think of the word now. You can figure out the weaknesses and what you can do better, and tell them about those little things.
And also trying to figure out Charlie.
Like, what do you think about it, Gabriel?
I kind of. Oh, you talking about with the dad, right?
Okay, yeah, right. I was talking about the boyfriend.
Oh, okay, the boy. Okay, well, he's trying to be a dad. That's what. Okay, that's what I meant by.
Yeah.
I actually think he's pretty good. He kind of. I didn't think about this before, but it just came to my mind just now. He's sort of making me think of one of my friends that used to work at Kroger with me. Old Brandon Green. He's been in a few of my early videos on another channel. That I used to hang out with. He actually had recently, which he still is married. But the lady he married got some kids from another relationship, and he just they pretty much welcomed him in open arms there. Yeah. Seemed like he's so it kind of made me think of his position there. Yeah. And he said that the kids would call him Dad when they first met him. Yeah. So
When it comes to relationships and severing people who have previous marriages or previous kids from that marriage, you meet someone new that you love. The other person has to adjust to the other kids being in that relationship and accepting that. That's what he was trying to say. So
it's kind of like, and then also another example be like my stepdad, which I just say dad because he pretty much is dad now. You like to think about because the first I remember when my mom first announced like, well, Gabe, I'm getting married. I was like, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. Yeah, but I don't know how. I guess like I say, I just kind of felt like he was a cool dude when he first started coming around there.
Yeah.
Something. Yep. But of course, you know, it's not. It can be like I say. Yeah, and that's so. He kind of makes me think of stuff situated like that, like my boy Brandon and also my stepdad. Yeah. Yep. But of course, you know, it's difficult for Charlie because of what's happened with her biological dad there, and also what she's going through. And and I noticed she didn't say a lot of how she was feeling to her mom. She probably felt like with the mom dating this guy and everything, she probably felt like, oh, they'd have moved on, so they ain't gonna want to hear what I say on this. That's probably how she felt about you know, and that's why she kept it inside a lot of times.
Yeah. Because you can only say so much when it comes to those situations. Whenever you have, as I said, different parents, you know, and a new parent come into the position, then you got to get to know them, but at the same time, you may not like them. Stuff changes. So, and then,
yes, yeah, it is it's definitely a difficulty with those type of situations there. Yeah.
If I'm correct, didn't Bumblebee come into that situation, or am I wrong?
He actually does. Yeah, he actually does. It's after they show a couple of scenes with Charlie, like where she works and stuff, and of course there's a guy who the guy Memo, who sort of has a bit of a crush on her there. One thing I kind of pictured in there, because I put my face on him in the videos and stuff like that. I kind of pictured I said, well, I guess if that was me and you in that movie, I could probably imagine at the end of the movie, you'd probably be like, hey, I just want to be friends.
Yep. Just to be friends, nothing else.
I think she kind of was friend zoning him most of the time. Which, like I say, not, it's interesting. It's, kind of mixes it up. Most time people like, oh, let me guess, they're gonna fall in love. But you got some cases where, it just they're just friends. It just
Want to say friend zone?
Sometimes that.
It wouldn't be like that. Would it be?
Which
No.
And like I say, in our case, that actually is a good thing. Cause like I say, it's like more.
Yeah.
I actually over time, it actually does feel like somebody could walk up and would assume, did you guys related or something? Yeah, it's like the way we act toward each other is like siblings running around the house.
Oh yeah.
Sort of. That's kind of how it's grown over the time there.
Oh yeah. We've been brother and sister for years, so I'm glad that I can join in on his channel, help him out, and I'm plenty on the reviews too. I want to help out on a lot of different reviews in the future.
I know.
Is there any Yu-Gi-Oh one?
Yeah, I was about to. That's actually one I'm looking forward to because I know you was the doorway of Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's one I was like if we do Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, you gotta be a part of that one there. Yeah.
So, after the review of Bumblebee, sorry, sidetrack.
We do. Oh, Jeremy, we do that quite a bit on the World Talk.
Yeah, plenty of time.
So of course, see a little bit into Charlie. Of course, to see her Uncle Hank at the mechanic shop, and that's where she sees Bumblebee.
Yep.
And now, before she gets Bumblebee right away, before she gets him, they show a car that she's working on. Apparently, her and her dad had worked on this car. It's shown in her trying to fix it, and then she's really upset about it, like, sort of like Simba crying out for his dad.
Oh yeah.
Sort of kind of. And there was a moment, I don't know if you heard of this guy on YouTube, it's Totally Cody, but he pointed out something very interesting that both me and Christina were like, yeah, that's kind of a good point. There's a scene where she comes.
I think I might have heard of him, but I don't watch him.
Oh, well, there's a scene where Charlie comes in after trying to fix the car, and her parent, her mom and boyfriend, the boy and her brother, all watching Alf while eating dinner. And first thing Cody's like, you mean to tell me no one was gonna come, like, hey, it's dinner time, check on this girl? Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a good point. I mean, not trying to say that they're bad parent, but yeah, I think you guys they may didn't think about this. Yeah, kind of a little constructive criticism to point out there. Just.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Point of reference: don't leave the person alone. Why did you leave her there in the first place?
Right, because then she's looking at them, and again, she doesn't say anything because she probably feel like because it's probably like, guess they don't want me around, huh? And then goes to her room. Yeah, those non-verbal moments can really say even more so than the verbal scenes a lot of times. And of course they do remember her birthday. And he gets bicycle helmet, and first thing you think like the dad's maybe gonna get her more car parts or something like that because she's into cars and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a book on how to smile. I get the boyfriend, sorry. I get the boyfriend is trying to connect with Charlie, and that is a good thing, but yeah, a bit of advice. You might want to find out why she's depressed first before you force her into smiling.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not intentionally trying to force her. I know he's just trying to cheer her up, but yeah, it kind of comes, when you get a book like that, it kind of comes off like that. Yeah. And then next thing you know, she's even more upset than before.
Adds on to the stress of the situation at its hand.
Indeed. I was like, oh dear. First thing kind of came to my, another thing came to my mind was Cool Cat when he had that smile, but I was like, he's like, you make more friends when you smile. I was like, oh please don't quote Cool Cat. No. If Cool Cat pops up, I'm out of here.
No.
Yeah.
Gosh,
those
reviews I've heard of, oh gosh.
Dear.
Got into any other ones that I can think of. That make me think of those type of styles of, no. You pop up.
Blame the book. Blame the book. Well, of course, Charlie thinks of a way to cheer herself up by going and getting Bumblebee. Of course, she doesn't know it's Bumblebee, but yeah, Volkswagen, yeah. And of course, when she gets it, oh, the discovery. When she shines. I actually like how they did Bumblebee, like, looking under him, and you can see part of his face under there. That was actually...
I liked how they did that too, to be honest. Because, to be honest, with me, I actually agree. Because in this situation where she was the way she was, and then finding out what she thought, of course,
is a robot.
Different.
Like, oh my god. And then, of course, with no memory and no speech, Bumblebee is now Pikachu, frightened in the corner.
I'm sure somewhere on the internet there's a picture of that.
Bumblebee Pikachu. I'm pretty sure it would pop up if I Googled it. I'm pretty sure it would.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you could Google it, and I'm sure there would be a picture.
And I actually enjoyed it because this really made a really good moment with him and Charlie. Like, it's actually adorable. The fact, it's this big robot, but he's so shy and sweet. And then of course, like, do you have a name? You sound like a little bee. I'm gonna call you Bumblebee. I think Bumblechew likes that. Bumblechew. I'm sorry, he's so
so adorable. But of course, the Decepticons that are looking for him ain't so adorable.
Yeah, no. Decepticons, no.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but the two Decepticons that are pretty much like the main bad guys, Shatter and Dropkick, red and blue. The red female Decepticon, Shatter, she's played by Angela Bassett.
Oh wow.
You know
I didn't know that.
you know what Angela Bassett was in recently?
No.
She was the Queen in Black Panther.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think about it. Believe it or not, I'm still I haven't seen Black Panther, even though I saw her sister, of course, in one of the previous movies afterwards. No.
She was the Queen / mother, Angela Bassett. In Bumblebee, she played a Shatter with a very smooth, stalking Decepticon there. Especially when they met up with the military. That was a good Decepticon scene because they're Decepticons, so obviously they would want to deceive you. We are Decepticon peacemakers. Wait, this is embarrassing. So, yeah, and of course when they first arrived on Earth, they of course blew up the gas station and the truck stopped. Stuff like I think it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And with the military, Agent Burns, the guy that John Cena plays, it's like, we are looking for a rogue criminal, B-127. If he continues to roam free on your planet, the war may find its way to you. Perhaps we can help each other. And of course, you have to have the weird science guy.
Of course. Can't go without that.
Yeah, I do. I actually another, and I don't think he meant this to be humorous, but it was a good line. John Cena's character, he's like, they said they're Decepticons. Decepticons? That doesn't ring a red flag to you? Yeah. You think? I was like, yeah. I bet half the John Cena pretty much became the audience just then. Or John Cena would be great at cinema sins. Ding. Great at cinema. Oh, but of course, they're not. They're gonna go now.
Yeah.
Now his boss, I will give him credit for this. He actually did hear him out, but he said, "Okay, look, we're gonna let them find who they're looking for, and when they're done, we strip them down for parts." Yeah, good luck with that, buddy.
I remember that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck
with that.
Two towering robots. How exactly are you gonna get these things down?
Exactly.
Yep. And of course, you continue to get more bonding with Charlie and Bumblebee. Of course, which even goes
through situations that they've gotten themselves into with going along, and the factor that slowly Charlie and Bumblebee learn about each other and slowly start to bond, and yet you get the cool humor moments.
Oh yeah,
between the two. Maybe in a few cliche moments, but you still see the bond between the two. What's your opinion on that, Gabe?
Actually, it was pretty good. She was trying to teach him how to hide. And I know it's Bumblebee. another thing you can compare Bumblebee to is like a little kid when they're when someone's teaching them how to do things, because like he sort of mimics a lot of what they do, especially in something that her and Memo do later. But he sort of mimics a lot of it. But I even kind of compare a Matt Charlie as a female version of Takado with Gilmon.
Yeah, actually.
Like y'all, especially
I think about that.
kind of makes me think of when Gilmon was Growlmon, like really big and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, so many memories coming flowing back to me.
We've seen a lot. We've seen a lot of things.
Oh yeah. Plenty of things.
But he actually, it's a lot of those. Also the part where she actually is, just conversating with him about where, what, and trying to see if she can fix him up a little bit there. Like, don't worry, I'll be gentle. And reveal that message.
Yeah, I remember that quote.
And remember that message of Optimus, which shows us a brief moment on Cybertron again. The one.
For a short second, I think.
And that actually was my favorite Cybertron scene because of one thing that happened. Ravage eject. Wait, Rabbit, I was like, oh my goodness, like Optimus trying to get a pit bull off of him. I'm like, golly. He's like, it just goes to show you, the size is not always, the size, they can, even the little ones can be just as vicious. Like, wow. But yeah, that thing of the ejector, definitely made me think of the G1 cartoon when he, Ravage, eject, operation, retrieval. And I remember Double Toast's review, they showed a scene from the cartoon where Ravage busted into this guy's house. They're like, oh my goodness! Like, what?
Which one are you talking about, Dublin?
Oh, well, I was actually, I would say how, in the movie, when Double Toasted, when they was reviewing the movie, they pulled up, I'm not sure what episode that was from, but they pulled this clip up when they were doing the review to, Corey was talking highly about the rabbit scene.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to look into them and also put them in the description if anyone else wants to look into them too. So.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a lot you can get from this, and another, I know you're probably going to be like, oh, here come another thing. Another thing this kind of makes think, and it's related to Transformers. Transformers Armada. Bumblebee on the sort of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of with the. Because it's sort of like, the human characters in Armada, when they, like, you saw them for about almost the full first episode, and then all of a sudden they see the Minica, and next thing you know, Megatron and Optimus show up. You have something of mine. Yep. Which of course that's where I got the idea of Brownie and Punimon facing each other.
Yeah. Mr. Fluffles, but not here. He's at home, so. Otherwise, he'd join in the conversation. So.
Yep. So, actually, it was a lot. It was then even like with finding out about Charlie's swimming thing,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right. Because there was a brief moment she kind of snapped a bit because he pulled out that swim thing, and then she kind of had to catch herself because like, oh, okay, wait, he didn't know. He's like, I'm sorry, he's ring. Yeah, she did not want to look up on that because of that was kind of had brought back flashbacks of her dad.
Yeah, it's a reference.
And I like how
trauma, I guess.
And I like how Bumblebee comforted her there when she saw that.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
He
shows that. Sorry. I was just saying that it shows what trauma can do if you have a friend who can help you through situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Bumblebee. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's someone as sweet as he is. And yeah, he's a robot transformer.
Yeah.
And she's a human. It does.
Bumblebee is definitely gonna be there for you, just like Pikachu for Ash.
Pikachu.
Yeah. And speaking of the emotional part of them hugging each other, cause one thing Christina was pointing like wow, you know, it really looks convincing, even though that's CGI. And I was like, you know, that could be a Bumblebee model that they have and CGI'd his face on it, because the director for the Bumblebee movie, Travis Knight, he actually worked with stop motion stuff.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And did you know? He actually, well, I didn't know it either. He was a failed rapper, and when he found out, like, okay, well, rap is not my thing, so then he went into animation and made a success with that. And that was what led him. That was what led him to Bumblebee. That stop motion.
It's a good thing, though. Yeah, the stop motion and the comparison of how someone can come from that background and then transition to another background. As Gabe said.
That probably had a lot to do. Kind of had a lot to do with the scenes there. Yeah, sort of. So I believe she probably was hugging a model there in some of those scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, eventually, you know, Memo's got to make his way around. He's gonna, whoa. He's like, promise you won't tell nobody. I think I made a joke about this thing when I said, so if Case and I were teenagers in the 80s, this is probably how we would have met. I just walk in. I walk in on her talking to Bumblebee like.
That just happened. I'm chatting her just regularly.
And it's ironic that he has an afro because I had a little mini fro in high school, so that works.
Actually, for me, Transformers, I usually watch the classic. And my favorite was Sideways.
Oh, really? Oh, from
stories about that.
Sideways. Oh, are you from Armada with the motorcycle?
Yep.
Yeah. I know from. I remember from when the first live action movie came out, you was a big fan of Ironhide.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorites.
Because he had the big cannons. He transformed into a GMC truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he had those big cannons and stuff.
Memory lane.
Billy, lucky punks, easy Ironhide. Just kidding. I want to show him my cannons. So, yeah, Memo finds out, and of course now he's in on the fun. Even with them, I gotta mention this. They do a little Teen Wolf car surfing. You know, from I remember you remember when we talked about Teen Wolf on here. Because then see it was with Michael J. Scott. I think it was the guy who played Stuart Little. He that was way back in the 80s when he was younger. He played as the teenager Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a teenager.
Gosh, you're making me go back down memory lane here tonight.
Hey, it'll do. Nostalgia will do that for you.
Yep.
But,
Especially talking about a good, interesting, good movie.
but they were definitely car surfing like Teen Wolf there, which of course obviously, and also Surf Ninjas, they did it in there. But we know they wouldn't they wouldn't do that now, because I'm pretty sure in real life somebody fell off at some point. That's probably when they stopped.
Yeah, that will not work well these days now.
Only for movies. Oh, movie magic. It's like, yeah, and it was a funny scene with the car surfer too, when he's like, "Oh, take your shirt off." It's like, hey, take look. I was like, dude, you're making me think of Krunk when he did that. I'm like, dude, you're built. What do you got to hide? I'm like, God no. Why are you shy? Okay. He was, but apparently there are some people that are insecure about bodies, even though they're even slender people. Again, exists there. But and of course you have your bullies, the mean girls.
Yep.
And sort of like I was telling Christina about this. I was like, oh Lord, it's the girls that came over to me and Casey's table at summer school. It's like, no, like not those girls. I was like, could they come over? I was like, hey, how y'all doing? Say, okay, we're just gonna sit here and not say anything. And I gotta say, when the one day I was by myself, they come over to the table and you know what they you don't have your girlfriend here. Are you? Wow, you couldn't say that with this. You had to wait till I'm by myself to say that. What's the really?
Bullies are. I've had my past ones who were mostly in class who decided to come over and say words kind of like what he had and try to press buttons when you're just sitting there trying to work on your school.
Trying to mind your business.
In the middle of just sitting down after lunch and you're trying to just sit there and enjoy it, and then they come over and say, hey, what you doing? Then try to frustrate you.
They be that
calling your name.
Oh, they be that way. Matter of fact, these girls were probably worse than the ones we had though. Cause it was like, how come you couldn't make? I bet your dad would. Oh, you don't have your dad. Really? I tell you what, they're lucky. They are lucky that they weren't bullying the boy from Bridge to Terabithia, because yeah, he got up and punched the dude right in the class. Yeah, you girls are lucky.
That one last, but
However, though, they did get some revenge, though, by throwing eggs and toilet paper on the house. Of course, Bumblebee also wrecked the car, too. But...
oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Although to be fair, she kind of had it coming. To be fair, I think Bumblebee did pretty much did what was coming to her. And so, and of course, you do get a cop. And there is a cop chase that comes right after that. And that was actually an interesting cop case because he changed part of the way while they're in the car to get away from the cop there.
Yeah, I remember that he changed literally total different version of I think it was a car with her. Oh gosh.
Still had the cab part of the car for them now.
Yeah, and so they could stay in there and be safe while there's a chase going on.
Yep. Bumblebee.
But they did a really good job with that cop scene.
Oh yeah. So sort of a little, like I say, it kind of. Some people might look at it as a filler, but I mean, you know, two teens out having fun. Gotta do a little something crazy, you know. Have a little crazy. Gotta have a crazy moment somewhere in the movie, you know, just because. Kind of gives them more bonding, you know. And of course, the fun kind of comes to there because of the cop incident. Charlie decides to leave Bumblebee at home to keep him safe. Bumblebee ends up roaming through the house out of boredom, which leads to a wrecked house.
Yep, I remember that one.
And Charlie gets blamed for the damages from her mom, which that's where she kind of that's where they both, her mom and her, explode at each other. It gets because they've been holding that in for a long time, how their feelings.
Yeah.
That's one reason I say.
It's explosion like a volcano.
And that's one reason why I say, like, you know, this house, especially next year, we have our little ones running through here. Hey, in this house, let's be open in this house. You know, just something bothering you. Hey.
I hope to see that little one eventually.
Don't trust me, you will. You most definitely will. Say hello. We like say hello. Say hello to Casey. Yeah. So.
Hi.
Well, I guess in their case.
Sorry about
that. I've done that a lot there earlier. So
we got the car chase.
And Bumblebee getting in.
We got the explosions between the mom and dad. Not mom and dad, excuse me. Mom and Charlie.
And
which both had just gotten up here
and let's just say it kind of next thing you know, of course, you know, eventually this was going to happen. The military show up. Dun dun. And with the military, shatter and drop kick. They're like, do not run. Do not run. Wait, they ran. Yeah, that's kind of obvious because if you show up and you're trying to like grab people, of course they're gonna try to run. That's kind of natural. It's just like it was like a little joke in not His Heat, but Cinema Sins, when Black Panther said, "Why did you run?" Because you showed up in the scary cat suit. Like, oh, okay, like so. And of course, shatter and drop kick, they become triple changes by this point. Plane, car, robot. And they capture Bumblebee and of course Charlie gets but she gets taken back home, and I guess Memo got taken home too because we do see him later. And of course her mom don't really believe her when she tries to plead with them that, you know, her case because of what happened earlier, because, you know, they're still still kind of upset about earlier is
Arguing.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's understandable why that situation is the way it is. So, yes.
Yeah.
But and then of course there's a funny moment with the boyfriend where he's like, you know, when I was a teenager, I stole some stuff too. You know, peck of marshmallow. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Youth Connect.
I know you're trying to help, but I don't think this is the right time to say this stuff.
I probably would not have said something like that. I got military people in this house.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
That's why I said it's not the right time to say this stuff.
Yeah, they're unofficial government, but they're not trying to be hip. Hip and cool.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Charlie does, her and Memo do manage to get out of the house to try to get to Bumblebee. The brother, her little brother, actually decides to help her out. That's really sweet of him. Which kind of made the way that scene with Charlie and her little brother went. Like, I mean, I was like, all right, Samuel and Sheila from Star Striker.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, yeah, that sounds like them. And of course, Bumblebee's being interrogated, which leads them to find out Optimus's message that came up earlier. And of course, this reveals to the wacky scientist, but it's too late, that, oh no, they're bringing an army here. And he does the dumbest thing that you could do. Of course, he already did something stupid in the first place, but yeah.
I was just
He never, if you overhear two giant robots talking about a plan to bring an army to Earth to invade the Earth, don't contact your allies in the room with them where they could turn around and blast you in the water.
I was gonna say.
You know they can hear you.
Yeah.
Just because they're talking doesn't mean they can't hear you back there. So as
I was gonna say, you can talk, but they're still gonna hear you.
yeah, go in another room. It's sort of like as Raphael said to Michelangelo in the live action Turtle movie, we can hear you.
We can hear you, no.
So, yeah, but they do get Bumblebee out. They have to kind of charge him up several times, and of course you do get an emotional tear moment there. You know, the scene where the tear awakens something like Bumblebee. No.
Yeah.
No. It happened, and then an Iron Giant moment. Because they because he sees them grab Charlie a certain way. Them red eyes activate. So, Bumblebee, stop! Like, Bumblebee! Yep. Yeah, it's pretty. I think Yugi had Yami had a similar moment with Weevil.
Yeah, he did.
When he thought Weevil tore Yugi's card up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just say the Japanese version got real ugly.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between English and Japanese. No matter which episode.
Exactly. Yeah. So of course then you get to the big climax fight there. Bumblebee versus Shatter and Dropkick. 2-on-1. That
2-on-1.
That fight was awesome.
It was a really good fight.
Did you notice anything? Did you notice any scene of that fight that looked like something from the opening theme of G1?
I didn't see one fight. What is it? Which was the one you saw?
There was one scene he was fighting Dropkick, the blue one, and Dropkick throws Bumblebee in his robot mode. Bumblebee changes to car mode in order to land on the ground.
He changes and he lands.
Makes a U-turn and then jumps back up. That was a scene from the opening. Only difference was Jazz did it in that opening. Transformers.
A reference.
One thing, Jazz might have taught Bumblebee that move.
Yeah, that's true. He's good.
Because he was Optimus' second in command. Yeah,
also, he could have taught Bumblebee to look through, his past.
Yeah, possibly the Jazz that's voiced by Scatman Carruthers. It's negative. No signs of Cybertron blacker than the inside of a can shell. I think that guy also does Hong Kong Phooey. I bet you he does. So, of course, the way he. Oh, sorry. Of course, the way he defeats Dropkick is a very interesting way. He wraps the chains around him as he's trying to transform now. And see, the chains are getting all stuck up in him. Look, these chains won't hold me true. Like, wow. Now that's what I call finding a weak spot.
Oh yeah.
He found several weak spots there.
Yeah, weak spots. Yeah. If you see the right weak spot, you can go from that, especially in an actual battle.
That actually made me think of a scene from Young Justice too. Remember Superboy?
Yeah.
When they were fighting Amazo, and he was doing like all these different powers and stuff, like accessing Superman. Well, he accessed the Martian Manhunter's the way he could phase through stuff. Accessing Martian Manhunter. When he was in that form, Superboy stuck his arm through the head. So when he became solid again, Superboy's arm is in Amazo's head and blows the head up. Boom. So much for him. So, and then of course Shatter. Oh boy, Shatter gets really angry with this. I mean, she just goes wild, like. So the only way Bumblebee can get out of this? Well, I think I'll just have this ship from this. I think I'll have a big old ship come crush you. Oh.
I remember that scene.
Just crush you with a ship like Looney Tunes. You fool! You'll destroy us both! Nah, Bumblebee will get out of there. But we can't kill Bumblebee. That's commercial suicide.
No. I was gonna say also that the meaning of the movie Bumblebee.
Yeah. That was actually kind of like something I pointed out about Thor: Love and Thunder. With Jane. You hyped her up, and then you kill her.
Yep.
Like, wow.
Oh yeah.
So.
I like that movie to an extent, but it was so cliche at certain points. I can totally understand that.
Yeah, because I was looking forward to seeing how Jane would work in other movies, but they ruined it. They ruined it.
They're in it. Yeah.
So. Of course, John Cena is, because Bumblebee had saved him earlier, so he's like, my friends are coming. You might want to get out of here before they get here. Soldier. Respect. That was a good way to bring that around.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Full circle connection.
And they also patched things up with Charlie's family, of course.
Yeah, and a lot of things between families got patched up, as you said, which is an amazing thing because those two needed to patch up their backgrounds and what they,
Right.
entailed.
Now, sorry about this here. My computer likes to. Sorry, my computer likes to make stuff pop up on the screen out of nowhere. Okay, come on.
I understand. It's okay.
There we go. All right. Then of course, she says goodbye to Bumblebee in order for him to, be with his family as well. Optimus and the others there.
Yeah, finally getting back with his family too.
Mm-hmm.
Where both families are together,
And because of all that Charlie has been through, she's able to get that car fixed. So.
Oh yeah.
She has a piece of her dad with her.
I actually remember that, and I was so happy to see that moment where something sentimental finally is right here in your heart, and through a little thing that happens.
And I know she's going to treasure that car. Yeah, she's definitely going to treasure that.
Yeah.
And of course, we get a little tease of what's probably going to come when Optimus, you kept this planet safe, B-127. My name is Bumblebee. Did you notice that was Charlie's voice when he said Bumblebee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since he was doing, because I think he had a recording of her voice a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and of course we know that's gonna lead. We know in a few months we're gonna see the conclusion of that. Well, not conclusion, but the next chapter of Rise of the Beasts. Rise.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was that Bumblebee. Great film to see there, the actress who plays Charlie, Haley Steinfeld. She sings that song in the closing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Back.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a really good film to check out. There, if you hadn't seen it yet, definitely, especially before Rise of the Beasts come out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I recommend the movie Bumblebee if you have not seen it. It's a really good movie, and all the effects are really, really good. Especially the background, the story itself, and the characters themselves. Especially Charlie and Bumblebee, the bond they have together. I liked how it grew through the movie itself. So yes, I recommend seeing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It will definitely refresh your Transformer franchise.
Oh yeah. I'll catch up with the movies and get with Gabe here about different ones and possibly see the newest one that's coming out.
Oh yeah, an interesting thing to point out with that new movie coming out, because I know you told me that you was not really into Beast Wars there. I know you did.
It's not my cup of tea, but I know they're gonna
bring it into
probably bring them into it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes too. That maybe possibly get me into it. Just maybe.
Never. I'll put it this way. You know what's kind of interesting about when you said when I asked you about that, the nostalgia critic has stated before that he did not like Power Rangers growing up, but he actually liked the movie that came out in 2017.
Oh yeah.
And also he didn't like Pokemon, but he liked Detective Pikachu.
It's funny how you'd like one thing, but not the original thing. But there's a huge difference between the two. If you get, a difference. Personality, plot-wise, and all that.
Yep.
I think it's interesting.
We're kind of, us people are funny that way. Yeah, because I can't point any fingers because one thing my mom complained about is, Gabe, how can you like the Campbell's ravioli, but I buy you Chef Boyardee and you don't like that? It tastes different.
That's like me. There's a difference between certain tastes, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I like sticky rice, but regular rice I have issues with because there's a difference because you got sticky and then the regular rice is not sticky.
So you like it when it's sticky.
And also, yeah.
So like I say, we are funny that way. It's just like Apple Jacks, we just do.
Well, mine is Rice Krispie Cinnamon, so, and then Frosted Flakes, which I love, both I do.
Yep, they say life is funny that way. Yep. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the movie?
I mean, other than it was an amazing movie, I loved the effects to it. I loved the personality in it. The plot line between Decepticons and Bumblebee, and how the personality between Charlie and her mom and the mix itself. But I also love the effects because they look like the actual the cartoon itself, but in real life. And they're not too cliche.
Yeah, they made a good, just a basic story to start off there, which is a good way to.
And they brought in some not newer characters, but like characters that hadn't been in the series themselves, in the live action series.
Right.
Into there to action, add to the plot.
Oh yeah.
That's my review of that and my opinion and thoughts about it.
Okay. Well, yep, you heard it there. So, yeah, like I say again, check it out. Like what you heard with me and our guests here, of course. Definitely share this with your buddies and everything, and subscribe. Also, get our available comic books like this one, the Amigo.
Oh yeah, get his comics. They're amazing.
Oh, especially and
I have a few characters in it, so read about them. They're awesome, and his characters are awesome too. I recommend it to anyone. So go check out his comics and go see if you can get one. Also, he has a Patreon and a few other little links I'll link below. So
yeah, it'll definitely be in the description box. Yes. Yep. So, yep. Like the old saying, you heard the lady.
So, hope you guys enjoyed that and everything. And pretty much mentioned the the light share and all that, and the books, and whatnot, as well as also the support on Patreon. And in addition to that, yeah, our Patreon as of now, Iceman Universe, and be sure to support him as well with the reaction to his stuff like Ed Nitty, Hey Arnold, Naruto, One Piece, Spy Family, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. And also, in addition, definitely check out our live streams, hang out with us there, and also on Discord and Facebook. We can sell each other some stuff on the Macari app. And we will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody. Oh, make sure you see the rest of the video. Just a little bit more.
Definitely check all that out, and say we'll be seeing. Hopefully, hope to have you join us again, especially for Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. Yu-Gi-Oh, that is a must. we gotta do it.
Oh yes.
So, yep, definitely look forward to that. And until then, or as they say in Transformers, till all are one. We will see y'all later.
Peace, guys. Love ya.
All right.
Here's my to you.